looking good, maybe.
That's great. Sure no ash. How'd you make it out of the hole?
Bring back any good food? Had any good fights lately?
Guess we've got another soldier. Don't think you're so special, kid. You're not the first to climb your way out of the mud. You'd be surprised how many of us worked our way up, even if we don't like to admit it. The rest are just toughs from the Wasteland who decided to join the biggest gang around. Either way, watch your back around here. Nobody got to Uptown by playing nice.
Hey there! Hey there!
Feel free to wait inside, champion.
Telling you, I've got it covered. I'll be with you right after I maintain some order and dispense justice.
And I suppose we'll follow that up. and there's been an increase in chatter between slaves.
Workers.
What?
We call them workers. Helps with morale. Remind them that they might earn their freedom someday.
Whatever we...
Test 1, 2. Looks like this thing's on. Marie, if you're there. This is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher. Sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now. Sitting on my knees safe and sound.
Put your guard
Right about now.
Tell them to be on the lookout for
silly.
anyone loitering too long
But
downtown.
things don't always work out the way
And
we'd
keep a
like.
watch on Medea at
There are a lot of
all
risks,
times.
including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from.
So if anything
These
big
tapes
comes
are for
up,
you,
use these
so you can know who your father really was.
Okay. Break's over.
Marie, the first thing you need to know is that I wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel. You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city. The Scourge. When we came here, the Pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The Pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the Pit. We were wrong. Marie, you know those fights in the mill's arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it. But I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill, and that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again, and that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god, so along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city.